All right, y'all. Welcome back to Truly Helpful the podcast. This is part 2 of my man Raph.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
What's
so
up? What's up? Part number 2.
Part 2, man. Y'all,
Dose.
most definitely, man. So look, I think, and what we just started off with, I think it was, what do you do when you are moving forward in your faith and you actually start losing your friends because of it?
Yeah, man.
That's big.
It's like consider the cost, right? And what I mean by that, anything that you want in life,
Yeah.
it's gonna cost you.
Believe me, I know.
It's gonna cost you. Like if you want something and if it's valuable, let me say that.
Yeah, that's true.
Anything that's valuable, right? It's gonna cost you, right? And so, it's when that starts happening. Like, are you discouraged? Like, what's kind of like your mental? Are you more so concerned about the opinion of men, of other people,
Right.
than you are actually pursuing what God has for you? And this doesn't even have to really stick with faith. We obviously talking about faith, but I'm talking about anything. You look at
general,
like
right.
any successful. You look at Elon Musk. Like people thought he was crazy. People still think he's crazy.
Right.
Let's keep it 100.
Yeah, for sure.
But the man is extremely successful, influential in what he does.
Right, in his particular field.
Right, and I'm sure in his route, he lost some friends, he lost some people along the way.
Bro.
Now he could have made one or two decisions. He could have been like, "Oh man, let me start caring. Let me start going back." And like for me, right around where I was like, kind of like teetering between like, all right, do I want to fully pursue God and not? I think one of the hardest things for me is because I have such a deep love for community,
right,
and people. Y'all, like I'm here in Charlotte, man, just kicking it with my guys,
guy.
like just taking some time to relax,
Yeah.
like, and just thank you for welcoming me to your home and all that.
Absolutely,
and,
bro.
But I think because I have such a deep impact for or desire for community and connecting with people and relating to people, it hurt when I started feeling like I was getting judged because of the path I wanted to, or the start of the convictions that I wanted to do. Like, hey, I didn't want to necessarily be around these scenes and stuff like that. And then now, like, ooh, you changed. Or, ooh, you better than.
Right.
Like, nah, I'm still here. Still like, let me go back. And then like you start to like
teeter-totter again.
Okay,
yeah.
You be in those situations, you're like, dang, like
I did not want to be here.
I did not want to be here.
I told myself I wasn't going to be here, but because I feel like that I'm losing my old friends based off my new way of life.
Right.
I'm putting myself back in the same situation I was in before.
Right.
Like you said, bro, that goes way beyond just religion. That's in
anything, bro.
Anything. Because I'm not Elon Musk by any means.
Right.
But when you do when you're in the pursuit of success.
Right.
Whatever that is. And then I'm not talking about just monetary gains. I'm not saying that. I'm saying success for me, first of all, is me reaching my highest potential. No, not reaching the highest level of me as a person. Yeah. Holy. Yeah. Right? And I mean maximizing me as a self. Yeah, exactly. Like as a being. You know what I'm saying? Like what in everything that I do, I want to be the best at.
Right.
That's just what it is.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? And so like that's success for me. And so the thing is when you're on that hunt to do that, everybody's not fit for that.
Yeah.
And not only that, it's a lot of self-development that happens within that process, which actually makes you're not the same.
Yeah.
Why would you? Jay-Z said it all the time. Like, bro, I went through all of that, bro, just to sit there and be the same, bro, not change. Like that makes no sense.
Right.
And you're doing that with your faith in your development as a person in general.
Yeah, and I think like it's considering the cost of like not everyone's going to be able to rock with that.
Yeah.
But still having a desire for everybody to rock with that.
Okay, so, I like that.
And let me break it down.
Yeah, you got to break down with that.
Let me expand on that, right?
Sure.
And so like the most selfless thing I can do for someone that I want to have my frame of thinking, if I want to be influential, whatever I want, the most selfless thing or that I want someone to basically to get what I'm saying, right, is to make sure that I'm going after what I say 100%.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Got you.
It's
No
in
half
that
stepping.
authenticity that speaks volumes.
Yeah, that's true.
More than anything. And it's not saying that like, okay, yes, I love my friends, I love my family, I love everyone that's been an impact in my life up until this point.
Yeah, that's far right.
Right? But I'm trying to go somewhere else.
I'm trying to move somewhere else.
Right? And it's not that I don't love you anymore or any less. It's actually I love you a lot, and I'm hoping that by you seeing me going at this 100%, 100, maybe on the back end, I can still be like, hey,
Yeah.
there's still room at the table for you. And so there's a difference, right? There's some people that want to run and then want to go, but like now they are better than. And that's why I talk about like it starts from a level of humility, right? It's one thing is a devotion, but it's always the humility that's gonna really kind of keep you relatable.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's gonna help you even go further than anything else, right?
Right.
Being able to have that humility and that relatability. But like I think for me, I've always been at the desire to achieve, or not even achieve is not even the right word, but I've always been at the desire to like let me go 100% so I can be an example, right? So I can, as just as other people are being an example for me to say like, hey, this is somebody like, for example, Salim, me and you, we got different circles, right?
Yeah, for sure.
There is a level of if there's a level of influence that I can only go so far. Meaning that like some people that are connected to Salim, seeing him doing something is way more influential than somebody they know on TV or somebody they know in a different part of the world.
Right.
But because they know Salim, they're like, dang, I see myself in Salim a little more. I grew up with Cuz.
Right.
I used to hang out with Cuz.
Gotcha.
I used to whatever play football with Cuz. But with me, like or with a pastor or anybody that you like, it's like, okay, cool, but like I don't know if I can really relate to you.
Okay, I get
So
you
I
saying.
think sometimes when we understand that like our connections are so much bigger because sometimes we might be the only person that somebody might see and be like, hey, not only do I want to emulate that, but I can.
I can do exactly.
Right?
Nah, absolutely. Nah, that's very valuable
Yeah.
and very important, bro, for sure, man. Like I'm telling you, you struck a nerve when you said that as far as about, man, everybody can't go on the ride, bro. And that's just being real. And
Yeah.
and just being transparent, 'cause I like being transparent.
Yeah.
I'm struggling with that right now.
Right.
I have friends in the past and people that I constantly, any new level that I try to reach, I always try to bring them with me.
Right.
But in that process, I feel like I'm constantly slowing myself down. And the reason why is because I'm waiting for them to catch up.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like they put the exact same effort or even really want to, honestly, to reach that next level of where I'm particularly trying to go.
Yeah.
Right? And we can have conversations. You know how people are. They'll talk to you and tell you they ready to do something until they blue in the face.
Right.
And then when it's time to actually show and prove and where the actions actually have to speak, there's nothing being done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm kind of like opposite. I'd rather tell you all this stuff after I've done it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be on a podcast not having any experiences trying to talk to people about stuff and then like I haven't done anything. Right? You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, a lot of work's been done. I can talk to everybody to this point.
For sure.
And I'm still working as soon as this camera turns off. Like that type of thing, right?
Yeah.
And then with this is like real time. So it's like y'all see every episode and like how eventually we're going to see it increase. I mean, I hope everybody's seen it to this point right now. You know what I'm saying? But in real time, we're going to see if I like do really good at this thing or I suck. One other. You know what I'm saying?
You do great, bro.
No, but I appreciate it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Praying for increase. But seriously though, man. And then... So I do want to touch on this base too. So, my fault. Go ahead.
1 second though,
Yeah,
just
go
to
ahead.
kind of elaborate on what you were talking about. Like, not everyone can run with you.
Facts.
I don't necessarily know who I received this from. There's a lot of great pastors and leaders that I listen to, Union Church. We are the Union Church. Make sure y'all stream in every Sunday.
My
But
man got a plug.
there's a lot of people that I listen to, but one person said it best. Our job as Christians is to love everyone, but we don't. It's not our job to coach everyone. Meaning,
Okay.
hey, how you doing? Like, love you. You going through a tough time? I'm here for you.
Right.
Hey, you're trying to grow? Okay, let me see some fruit. Or let me see, like, I can work with people that are also working with me.
Yeah.
I can coach you in that way. Like a coach is going to invest more time into somebody that, right, is what? Trying to progress.
Yeah, that's facts.
He's going to love everyone on the team. He's going to make sure everyone on the team is good.
That's facts.
Right? But he's not going to necessarily coach everyone that's not about what they're trying to do. And so I think, like, what we missed out as Christian is, like, we are sometimes we're even trying to coach people, and what we're missing the first step is just loving people, right? Just loving people just for who they are. Like, if you add nothing to my life, I'm gonna love you, right?
Right.
But that doesn't necessarily mean like we have to do life together, and I have to continue running and sowing. So like for me, it's like you keep loving your friends, keep loving people wherever you are. You're trying to go, but like get coached by someone that's also running on the same path or been where you at, and continue coaching people that are willing to also take that run with you, or else you're going to feel drained. And so what happens is you start trying to coach people that just need your love, and then you trying to figure out our job as Christians, as a teacher, as an entrepreneur, whatever, is just to water the seed. It's up for God to make it to grow. It's up for that person really to decide for themselves, like, hey, I can't make anyone do anything. All I can do is like water the seed, show an example, right? And so we gotta start moving this like savior, like we're really all that in a bag of chips.
Yeah.
And like
Facts.
yeah.
And it's really, bro, I'm super transparent.
Yeah.
I'm like that. I think that I can save everybody. I really do. I feel like, and I'm learning this, and I keep getting, God keeps showing me, hey, bro, that's not your job. That is not your job.
Yeah.
That race with that person is that person's race. This is yours. Focus on yours.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, now don't get me wrong, help people along the way for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
But you only I'm gonna offer somebody food one time. You don't want that plate? Cool. Next person in line.
Yeah.
That's kind of where I'm at in life. And I think I got this sense of urgency, and I have less time to kind of like, I guess less patience a tad bit because I have children. So it's like, all right, I already have 2 children.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like, I want to be able so I can pour so much into my children.
Right.
I can't waste anything that I have pouring into something or somebody that's not willing to receive at the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that's so good, bro. Like, it's who are you investing into, right? And I think we get frustrated in ourselves is because we choosing the wrong things to invest in. Right.
Or the wrong people to invest in.
Wrong people to invest in.
God.
And it's not because those people aren't eventually going to get to that level or to where you're at.
Yeah.
Right. But it just may not be their season. And I'm just always reminded and humbled by the fact that like, God didn't stop investing in me. Right. He didn't stop loving me. Right. And I think, man, I don't even want to get like too,
Hey, look, man, this is truly helpful podcast. Man, do your thing.
Helpful, man. But I think you can almost drive somebody away that you're trying to help when you're not just sitting with them in their hurt or in their dysfunction. I'm not saying you encourage it. You're not saying you enable it. But understanding, like, taking that as a cue and loving that person, but move on. Like there, you moving on is not saying it's a lack of love.
Right.
And I think it's hard for people to kind of disassociate the two. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like I'm being a sellout. I feel like I am, and I know like you probably. I feel like dang, like
That's crazy.
I'm selling out here. Like these are my boys, these are my people,
Yeah.
these are my what or whatever you want to call it, right? But you're not being a sellout. You're being an individual. You're being a man. You're before anything that was put. You were called to a purpose. God has a purpose for each and every single one of us.
Yeah.
I have a purpose. You have a purpose. Everyone watching this podcast has a purpose, right? And so we owe it to ourselves to. I don't know about you, but like you said, I want to maximize everything that God has for me.
That's
right. And so I can't. You really can't do that, right? If you're not focused 100% in the direction that you need to go. And there's nothing wrong with that as long as you coming out of a place of humility and also love, right?
That's lit, man. That's lit, bro. Man. Bro, I feel like we need a part 3 or something for sure. Hey, it's a lot of things we can talk about for sure, man.
Already?
Most that, yeah, man. It like these, them intervals come quick, man. You know what I'm saying? But bro, I do appreciate you, bro, for at least for this particular topic, bro.
Right.
Coming on here, man, all the way from Baltimore, Maryland, bro.
Yeah.
I appreciate you so much, brother,
dog.
man.
Hey, man, it might be a part 3, man.
We might have to do that. I'm dead serious, man. Or at least it could be a part 3, but we gonna title it something else and then be like, dang, we still talk about this. So, you know, but bro,
yes, sir.
either way though, bro, I really do appreciate you, man. What you were saying was very impactful, bro. And honestly, bro, you were talking to me. I don't know if anybody else will get this on this podcast. And I'm sure they will though, because definitely it was super helpful, but definitely helpful for me, bro. Like it was kind of almost like you speaking in this particular time where I'm at in my life right now.
We never had this convo.
We never like this is real candid right now. You feel me? So like,
Facts.
bro, I appreciate you, brother, as
Appreciate
always,
you, my
man.
guy.
Most definitely, man. Thank you for being on the podcast, man.
Yes, sir.
I was about to say, you want to tell people where they can find you on Instagram or anything like that?
Yeah. Follow me on Instagram, CEO Rav. Like I said, Baltimore, Maryland. And yeah, hope to see y'all again soon.
Yeah, for sure, man. Oh yeah, make sure y'all check out Union Church as well,
Union
man.
Church, yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, we appreciate y'all. Look, this is another episode of Truly Helpful, the podcast. The podcast is truly here for you. Because we just take individuals like my brother Rav here and myself and just try to speak on what we really know. You know what I'm saying? And just have genuine conversations, because these conversations help us and hopefully it'll help you as well. All right? So we'll holler at y'all later. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and share to everybody. Y'all. Tell a friend. And make sure y'all check out Union, man. Most definitely.
Yeah.
All right, man. We'll holler at y'all. Peace.